The new Pokemon Snap recently released on Nintendo Switch, and there are 200 Pokemon to take pictures of to fulfill your Pokédex requirements. Now, of those 200, 10 of those Pokemon are considered Legendaries, which require certain triggers to happen within the level to get the Legendary Pokemon to appear to take their picture. So today, let's take a look at the 10 Legendary Pokemon and the easiest way to get them to appear in order to fulfill that Pokédex that you're trying so hard for. And if you find this video helpful, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Always helps us out. But let's get started. The first legendary that you're going to come across is going to be Shaymin. And Shaymin's located in the Floria Nature Park during the daytime as long as you're on Research Level 2. And about probably a third of the way into the level, you're going to come across some Beedove building a little beaver dam off to the right. And if you immediately take a swing over to the left, you're going to see Shaymin taking a nap within the grass. And so just simply take your picture. If you wait a little while, you get some better pictures on the backside. And easy way to get it, one of the easiest legendaries to get pictures of in the game. The second legendary that you're going to come across is going to be Mew. Now to find Mew, just simply head to the jungle during the nighttime on Research Level 2 or 3, and as soon as you start the level, you just simply turn around or do a 180 immediately and look down. You're going to see a couple of mushroom Pokemon, or lulz, just sitting there. As they're sitting there, you just simply press R and you play the Pokemon song or your flute, and as soon as that music plays, a little black orb is going to come out, or purple orb, and that's going to be Mew. You simply have to throw a fruit at it. As soon as the fruit hits it, Mew will appear, but be fast because you got to click it because he disappears really fast after that. If you missed a picture of Mew, not a big deal. You can simply wait. Once it's triggered, Mew will appear multiple times throughout the level. And so that's how you come across the second legendary Pokemon in the new Pokemon Snap. The third Pokemon you're going to come across is going to be Celebi. Now Celebi is located in the Elsewhere Forest Research Level 2. Now there are 4 parts of the Elsewhere Forest, and so in the 4th part of this level, as soon as you come out of that fog, you're going to see Celebi come flying in from the left, heading toward the right. And as he's flying in there, just simply take your picture as quick as you can. He'll sort of go in and out of the trees a little bit, but it's an easy way to get him as soon as you enter into the 4th part of Elsewhere Forest. Hooh is also a really easy one to get to trigger within this game because there's really not actually a trigger. You just simply have to go to Fireflow Volcano, Research Level 2, and when you're in there, just simply go for the little hallway or corridor, and as soon as it opens up into the lava gateway, I guess, of sorts, if you look off to your right, you're going to see a little flower, and just sort of keep looking over in the right area, up a little bit, and you're going to see some rock pillars. And if you just simply wait there for just a few seconds, Hooh is going to come flying in the background, and you can snap your picture that way. It's only about maybe 15-20 seconds into the level, so if you miss him, it's easy to go back and restart it and try again. But Hooh, easy one to get in this game. Now Lugia is a little bit tougher to get to appear or to be triggered in this game because there's multiple triggers in order for him to finally appear. Now the first step, you have to go to Lentil Seafloor Research Level 3. It won't work on Research Level 2. You do have to level up to get to Research Level 3. Now when you get to that, as you open up the level, you have to take the alternate path that's opened up by Clawlitzer, just simply by throwing Illumina orbs at him as he's getting ready to fire into that little cave off to the left. Once you, of course, hit him with enough of them, his firepower is enough to knock the wall out, and you can take the alternate path off to the left. Now when you go through that, there's a little dark cave area. As you travel through the cave area, you're still not there yet, and you're going to emerge from there in a little vertical hallway where you're going to descend down. Now as you descend down, look for the little flower in front of you, and when you see that flower, if you just sort of just start twirling around in circles, you're eventually going to see a Lumineon, or a lanternfish, or a lantern Pokemon as it is, sort of swimming around. All you have to do is throw an Illumina orb at him, hit him with it, and he will immediately begin to swim down himself. Now as he's swimming down, you won't see him anymore for a little while because other fish are going to swim up in front of you. You're going to see all these Pokemon swimming in front of you, but between the Pokemon that are swimming in front of you, you're going to start seeing some Frillish They're basically holding Illuminon or the Lanternfish hostage, and they're heading to the surface with him. I don't know what they're doing with him, but it seems pretty sketchy. So they're heading to the surface, and all you have to do is throw in another Illumina orb, hit Illuminon or the Lanternfish with it, and then he will begin to swim down. When he swims downward, he'll eventually get to the seafloor, meet you there, and of course he will open up another alternate path for you to take at the bottom of the seafloor. Once he opens up that alternate route, you just simply scan it, head on through it, and just little ways into that, off to your left, there it is. Lugia is going to be right there, asleep, ready for you to take an easy picture of him to complete that Pokédex. No, it's not going to be a 4-star picture, it's definitely a 1-star picture, but you're completing that Pokédex in the easiest way possible when it comes to that. Suicune is actually one of the hardest Pokemon to capture in this game, just simply because there are so many triggers that you have to activate just to simply get him to appear at all. Now it starts off in snowfields in the daytime on Research Level 2. Now when you start to level off, if you immediately look over to your left, you'll see a sand slash sitting on a snow hill. Take a picture of that sand slash and it will burrow itself down into that hill. Then about 10 seconds later into the course, if you look off to the left again, you'll see sand slash sitting on a second hill on the left. Take a picture of the sand slash a second time, it will burrow back down into that hill. Then it will come up on the right side of the road, and once it comes up over there, it'll burrow itself underneath a snow wall off to the right. Once it burrows underneath that snow wall, you just simply scan the area. It opens up an alternate route you can take off to the right. Once you take that path, there's nothing else really to see here when it comes to Suicune. You're just simply going to have to finish off the daytime path. You're now going to want to head over to the snowfields at nighttime on Research Level 2, and you're going to want to take that alternate route that you opened up in the daytime. Now as soon as you cross into that route, a Pokemon is going to walk directly in front of you and cross over the road and head toward a tree to start punching at it. Before it starts punching at it, you want to throw your orbs at it to illuminate it, and that way it's more powerful, so when it punches that tree, it's going to wake up the Pokemon in front of that tree. Then that Pokemon, if you illuminate him, is going to hit the tree in front of him. And when he hits the tree, it's going to cause a Pokemon to fly out into the area, the Frostlass. Now the Frostlass is going to look at you, and you need to take a picture of her. And if you take a picture of her, then she's going to like that picture, and she's going to open up another alternate path for you to take from that point. This path is going to lead you now to an area with some Jinx. Keep going in this direction until you see a Jinx that is sailing off into the ocean. When you see her, toss some Illumina orbs at her to illuminate her. And once she's been hit a few times, it's going to trigger Suicune to come run off from the right to the left right there in front of you. Snap your pictures right there. Easy to get them, but if you wait a little while after that, Suicune will actually climb up on some rocks in front of you at the very end, and you can take some easy pictures that way. That's a guaranteed 3-star picture for Suicune as you're going. But this is probably the hardest Pokemon to get to trigger in the game, just because there are so many steps involved. Now Diancie is actually one of the easier Pokemons to access in this game. It just takes a little grinding to get to the appropriate spot in order to access her. Now she's in Out-of-Way Cave, Research Level 3. Now as you're journeying through the cave, about almost halfway through the cave, you have a path you have to choose from. You can go to the left, or you can go to the right, or sort of straight, which takes you down to a crystal room. As soon as you go down into the crystal room, you're going to see 2 Carpinks next to a Marwile. Now all you have to do now is just simply throw an orb at each one of them and hit all 3 of them to get all 3 illuminated, and then simple as that, Diancie will come out and you can take your picture right then and there. Easy to do. It just takes a little bit of grinding to get to that Research Level 3, but it's a very easy step process once you are there. Jirachi is actually a really easy Pokemon to trigger to get to appear in this game, but you do have to finish the game first before he will even make an appearance. Now Jirachi is in the ruins of Remnants, and it's almost at the exact beginning of the level 2. You start in a little hallway corridor, and about 10 seconds into the level it sort of opens up into a room. There are some Eldegoss floating there in the sky, and literally Jirachi will just simply come flying right into that, and you just simply have to snap the picture right then and there. And he does appear a few more times later in the level if you, of course, activate some of the statues in there. But if you want just a quick, easy way to get him, to complete that Pokedex, right there at the beginning, right behind the Eldegoss, he comes flying in. Easy, quick picture, takes you like 10-15 seconds into the level. Xerneas would have to be the absolute easiest legendary Pokemon to get in this game, simply because you have to get a picture of him in order to finish the game and have the credits to roll. In the Ruins of Remnants and Illumination spot, or Illumina spot, you just simply have to wait till his little orb comes around, throw a fruit at it, and he'll pop up, and then throw an Illumination orb on him, and then bam, you got your picture right in there to fulfill your Pokedex. Xerneas, like I said, it's a cool level, but it is truly the absolute easiest one to get in this game because you have to get it in order to finish the game. Once the game has been finished though, you do unlock the Maricopa Reef Evening, and if you go to Research Level 2 on this, you have a chance to snap your picture of Manaphy. Now this is actually a pretty easy Pokemon to get a picture of, and to get to be triggered as well. Toward the end of the level, you are given an option of going on 2 separate paths. You'll need to go the path that goes to the right, and when you go on the path that goes to the right, you'll encounter a series of Lapras all floating around the water there. You just simply need to throw your orb at each one of these Lapras, get all of them illuminated, and then once they're all illuminated, play your Pokeflute or your Pokemon song, and once it's been played, Manaphy will just simply pop up right there between 2 Lapras, and you can snap your picture right then and there. A very easy Pokemon to get a picture of, and complete that Pokédex. So there we have it, the 10 legendary Pokemon from the new Pokemon Snap game, and hopefully this will help to fill out the Pokédex for you all so you can get closer to that magical number 200 so you can finish the game up 100%. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure and like and subscribe to the channel. As always, go out there, find a great game to play, and just simply have a great rest of the day.